Paul, yes. This is a Hershey's wrapper, but it doesn't spell Hershey. No, it spells Ershe. Yeah, and then it says milk choco. Yeah. hmm Now, for a lot of people in the family, this is a form of communication. Yes. It's the I right sex of the high I. Yeah. The man O left to the Kabbalistic seers. Yes. To see high, the United Nations, see the United Nations. Yes. And I was a little concerned because the family's always doing something top secret. Yes. hmm And I'm sure if you're a dog and I gave you this, you know exactly what it was I was trying to communicate. See, when you have the availability of changing anything, yes, as a communication system, and you're in the acronym family, quite often when you make a change to something, you're communicating. It's kind of like making changes to the yearbooks of high school. Right. I was looking at some photographs from the Ancestry.com, right, where somebody decided to change the pictures of my yearbook. Yeah. Now, let's say where I write, yes, sex, yes, high, I, then it's man, O, left, Kabbalah, C, the high, United Nations, C, the United Nations. Yes. Now, the United Nations should be seen today. They should be seen for the last 60 years of their existence. In fact, I'd like to get the yearbooks of every person in the United Nations. Yes. That has been an employee of any nation of the world, as well as those that are employed at the United Nations building. Now, let's say you went to high school. You're one of these presidents of whatever nation. Whatever nation. You're going to the United Nations, right, having your big talk about whatever it is that you want to discuss. Yeah. And you find out that some look-alike spouses, yes, that have been manufactured to destroy any and all nations of the world, yes, decided they didn't like your image in your high school yearbook. Yes. Now, as an individual that's going to sue you, those nations that belong to the United Nations, I'm just going to need to know the last 60 years of employees of the United Nations. Now, I know that involves presidents, prime ministers, world leaders, all these very important individuals that thought, well, we have to have our United Nations meeting so that we can discuss whatever the concerns are of the world. But when it says, see high United Nations, see the United Nations, I think, like the family does, I better start communicating. Now, why don't you give me all of those that have been to the United Nations that have discussed any and all very important?